If you're in manufacturing, you know that payroll can feel less like a smooth process and more like, well, a problem, a real bottleneck, right? But what if you could completely flip that around? We're going to talk about how to turn that massive headache into one of your company's most powerful assets.
So, does this question hit a little too close to home? I bet it does. If you've ever spent hours, maybe even days, wrestling with spreadsheets and time logs, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a huge pain that trickles down and affects everyone, from the front office all the way to the factory floor. All right, so let's dig in. First, we need to break down exactly why doing payroll by hand is so fundamentally broken for so many businesses. It's this soul-crushing, repetitive cycle. First, you gotta pull time logs from all these different systems that, of course, don't talk to each other. Then comes the real fun, the spreadsheet gymnastics, right? Trying to format everything just so. And after all that, you have to manually check every single deduction for taxes, for benefits, before you finally upload it and just cross your fingers, hoping you didn't miss anything. And all that inefficiency, it has real damaging consequences. It bogs down your entire operation. The risk of making a really costly mistake is incredibly high. And there's almost nothing that frustrates employees more than getting a paycheck that's wrong or late. The whole system is just built for friction. But here's the good news. There is a much, much better way. So let's jump into section 2 and see how automation can totally rebuild this workflow from the ground up. I mean, just look at the difference here. It's night and day, isn't it? On one side, you have the old way, slow, full of errors, and just plain frustrating. And on the other, the automated approach. It's instant, it's accurate, and it can grow with your business. This isn't just a small improvement, it's a total game changer. So you're probably wondering, how does this all work? Well, to put it simply, AI-powered tools use something called computer vision to literally watch and learn the steps a person takes. It then creates a perfect digital script to copy those actions, all the clicking, the validating, the calculating, across any program you use. Just think of it like a digital assistant who does the whole thing for you, flawlessly and at lightning speed. And that brings us to the best part, the actual payoff. Let's look at the incredible, measurable transformation that happens when you make this switch. 80%. Just let that number sink in for a second. An 80% reduction in the time you spend just validating payroll. That's not just saving a few minutes here and there. We're talking about hours, sometimes even days of that tedious work just gone. Every single pay period. That's the difference between being buried in paperwork and being free to focus on your people. And the positive effects just ripple out from there. Errors, they drop to almost zero. That means your employees get paid correctly and on time, every time, which is huge for trust and morale. And all of a sudden, your HR team isn't drowning in spreadsheets anymore. They're freed up to do the important strategic work they were actually hired to do.
So, it all boils down to this one powerful idea. With the right automation, payroll stops being a problem to solve and starts being a strategic asset. The goal isn't just to fix a headache. It's about turning a core part of your business from a liability into a real competitive advantage. And that leaves just one question. What bottleneck in your business is ready to become an asset?